Alright guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Well, I've just got off the phone with a car trader friend of mine and he's offered me a car that I think could be a very good buy. It's a 2013 Bmw 520 diesel automatic for just £4,250. £4,250, which sounds like a bit of a bargain, doesn't it? It's in dark grey metallic with a full black leather interior. It's SE spec, which might not be everyone's cup of tea. Most people like an M Sport, but SE, I suppose, is a bit more comfortable, isn't it? It's done 120,000 miles, but I'm told it's got very good service history, so I just know this will sell quite quickly. I haven't seen it in person, but I have seen a photograph of it, and it looks like it's in very good condition, so it should sell alright. Also, I'm told it's just had 4 brand new tyres fitted, so that's a bit of a selling point. That'll save me, I don't know, 150 a corner, so 600 quid. I've always been a fan of this era of 5 Series as well. I think they're a really good car. I'd always recommend going for one of the 6-cylinders, something like a 530D or a 530 petrol, just because they're a proper powerhouse of an engine. But the 520D does have its merits too. I mean, for example, they're really good on fuel. The 520D will average probably 50 mpg, so they're really frugal. You do have to watch out for timing change though, because that can be a bit of a weak point. But if they've had regular oil changes, then they can be okay. And to be fair as well, at 12 years old and 120,000 miles, it might have already had a new chain. When we start it up from cold though, we'll have to listen out for some rattles, because that could be a sign that the chain's on its way out. Hopefully it's not though. Otherwise, my profit will go straight out the window. Anyway, it's been dropped off for me at work, so I suppose we ought to go and have a look at it, hadn't we? I'm quite excited because I like these old cars. They're pretty good buys. Hopefully this one is. Anyway, I shall see you there. See you soon. Right, well, I've just picked up the keys for it, and we have got not one but 2 keys, which is always a good start. And it's parked somewhere here on the car park. So we're looking for a grey 2013 520D. Very busy today. I sold that Fiesta there. Every time I drive through Romley, it's like, oh yeah, I sold that. I sold that. There it is. That looks pretty good, actually. It's a good colour, that. Even, you know, even in SE trim, that looks pretty good. The M Sports do look better, granted, but that looks good. Looks like a businessman's car. So what can I tell you then? We've got Andrew Page plates, who are a local car spares shop. So I think we'll put some high peak reg plates on it. That would look a whole lot better. Looks quite straight down the panels. It looks quite clean. The tyres look good, but then they're all brand new, so that's fine. One less thing for me to do. That looks very tidy, actually. Very straight, no dents. That's all pretty good. People are going to think I'm mad, aren't they, just driving up and down. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and stick this on charge. But I checked this out using Car Vertical and it's all clear. So it's never been stolen, no recorded accidents, none of that stuff. If you want to do one of those checks, by the way, then my promo code is HIGHPEAK for 20% off. Yeah, we're all good, we're all clear. So there should be some profit here, ladies and gents. What side's my charge on? Passenger side. Let me just stick this on charge and then I'll give you the full tour of the 5 Series. Oh, that's the new 5 Series, actually. I'm not sold on that shape. Still prefer that era. The new i5. So, headlamps are fine, they don't need a buff. That's pretty good. It's got the original grille. No one's put the black grille on, which I hate. It is crying out for some new plates though, so we can sort that. It's got xenons because it's got the headlamp wash. This little thing pops out here and squirts water on the headlamps. The bonnet badge doesn't need to be replaced, that's all good. As you'd expect with 120,000 miles, there are a few chips and stuff, but we can get a touch-up pen from BMW and touch those in. That's not bad at all, really. And the sun's coming out, perfect. I'm quite pleased with this. The underside of it is fine, it hasn't been caught on a curb. Okay then. Moving around the passenger side, we've got a triangle tyre, which is a budget brand, but the discs look okay. Obviously new tyres, so that's good. Bodywork's pretty tidy. A few little scratches here on the plastic on the door mirrors, but that'll polish out. I'll get my little buffing wheel on that and some paste, and that'll look quite nice. Moving around this side then, because these tyres or these wheels are so small, they're in actual quite good condition. They're 18s. So there's only a tiny bit of curb rash there. It's not worth repairing really, not worth refurbing them. It's got matching Andrew Page plates, so I suspect it's had a private plate at some point. Twin exhausts, rear sensors, no cracks in the lights, that's good. Sometimes these can have a little chip and then it kind of spider's webs into a crack. I think they've had a minor repair here in the past because there's a little bit of orange peel texture. It's not too, in fact it has definitely, because you can just see where the paint's been painted up to that reflector lens. It's not the end of the world though. It's not a bad job. Got another triangle tyre here. Discs look okay. That's good, that's who scored. Panel gaps are good. Apart from that little bit on the rear bumper corner, I can't see anywhere else that it's ever had any paintwork, so that's pretty decent. And then windscreen. We've got no chips in the screen there, that's all good. No cracks, no chips. Bosch wiper blades. Panel gaps are fine here. Quite big gaps actually, but it's just how they are. And then we've got another triangle tyre. So we've got quite a clean car here then with 4 brand new tyres, so that's good. It's completely unmodified, which is nice. Rear privacy, xenons, and 2 keys. So far then, so good. Some kid over there screaming. We've got semi-electric seats. Yeah, it could do with a clean really, but a little wipe down and vacuums. This is ready for sale really. We'll give it a service and an MOT as well. In here, it's all very clean really. The good thing about the 5 Series as well, you get loads of leg room. You got loads of rear space. It's all quite clean. What have we got here? Have we got a ski hatch? We do have a ski hatch, look at that. Just wants a clean really. Cup holders. Voila. We've got Isofix points here. Little clip there's broken. There we go. Perfect. Not much else to tell you really. It's all nice and clean. We've got the big screen sat nav, that's good. Got the nice shark fin gear lever. Apart from a proper valet, it's quite a tidy car this. Let's have a look in the boot, shall we? Has it got power tailgate? No. Again, it just wants to clean. It's just grubby, isn't it? That's all. We can sort that though. Yeah, that's all. Someone's tipped their old Christmas tree or something by the looks of it. It's on a Yorkshire reg, but the supply and dealer was Ocean in Plymouth. So that suggests it's a 2-owner car. I can't remember what the car vertical report said actually, thinking about it. We've got electric mirrors, electric windows. What else can I tell you about it? We've got auto lights, cruise control. That's pretty decent really. Then we'll pop the bonnet and have a butcher's. Some dog hairs in there. The car smells quite clean. It doesn't smell doggy or cigarette-y. We're all good. Let's listen out for this chain then, shall we? Leave the door open so you can hear. Foot on the brake, start the engine. That was quiet. We've got some warning lights on, bonnet open, door open, seat belt. But look, we've got loads of diesel in the tank, which is always a good sign. I always think when someone trades in a car and it's on fumes, then they're probably a bit mean, a bit stingy. But someone's traded in a car here with 4 brand new tyres and 5/8 of a tank of fuel, so that's pretty decent. It said it was due a service in 4,000 miles, so we'll get that done. What else can I show you? So here we've got the widescreen sat nav, so that's good. Radio station, what have they been listening to? It's got DAB. Happy Radio, Sunrise by Simply Red. very good. I like that song actually. What else can I show you? It's got this nice trim which isn't all scratched. The handbrake button isn't all broken. Sometimes this is quite a common issue actually. There's a minor little hairline crack there. It just breaks off when you press it. It just sort of breaks off in your hand. So we've got some paperwork here then. We turn this away. It was owned by a doctor. So it last had a service at 111,000 miles. Oh wow, they spent £800. Okay. Some issue with the headlamp that's been replaced. Some headlamp control unit's been replaced. Had another service there at 103. Full service plus MOT, £880. It's come from Shropshire, this car. A doctor in Shropshire. What else? Investigate noise on left blower. Remove leaves from fan motor. That's all good. That was £60. A full service at 93. Someone's looked after this, haven't they? Falcon tyres. That was done at 90. Then we've got replace air conditioning fan. £318. Aircon regas. MOT and service. Brake fluid change. Coil spring kit. Wheel bearing kit. All done at the same garage, so that's good. Then before that, we've got... it was a husband and wife then. We've got the same surname. It was in Oxfordshire before that. And it had service, brake fluid service, MOT. That was all done by Bmw Oxford, North Oxford Garage. Another service there, another brake fluid change, microfilter service. That's all good then. See what we'll do next. We'll get my little Carly reader out and we'll plug in and see if there's any faults. Buying cars like this really is a roll of the dice. You just don't know what's hiding beneath the surface. That's where today's video sponsor comes in, Carly. Carly is a smart little OBD device that plugs into your car and connects to an app on your phone. It basically gives you dealership level diagnostics, but without the dealership prices. BMWs in particular love hiding fault codes that don't show on the dash, so this will be really useful. So what we'll do is plug this into the OBD, scan the whole car, and this will tell us any faults. It'll tell us if there's any engine issues, gearbox issues, DPF issues. It'll also tell us if there's been any mileage tampering, which is something you definitely need to know about if you're buying a used BMW. It doesn't stop there either, because you can actually use Carly to unlock hidden features from your car. On some cars, for example, you can program things like comfort entry, or program the mirrors to fold in once you lock the car, or turn off the seatbelt warning light, or there are loads of different options. Let's see what this 5 Series can do. So we'll plug in the Carly into this little port down here until the lights come on. There we go. Then all we need to do is go to the Carly app and pair it. So add new car, BMW 5 Series from 2013. There we go. And then connect. So plug in the scanner to the OBD port. Done. Turn on your vehicle's engine. Done. Make sure Bluetooth's on. Done. And then connect. BMW's bong of doom there. It's just telling me that the bonnet is open. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here, people. Right, then let's do some diagnostics first. So we'll check for any issues. The car has been checked. This might take a couple of minutes. I've just spotted a service reminder here. So the service is due on the 16th of August 25 or at 113,000 miles, whichever comes first. It's done 119,245. So we'll get it serviced. We'll do that. We'll do the MOT as well. And then try and find it a new home. Right, we've got some results here then. So there are 56 issues found, 21 ECUs identified, smart mechanic guides 9, show results. So we've got some very bad issues here, 2 with the radio, 9 with the air conditioning, roof panel. Some of these could be historic fault codes, by the way. So what we'll do is clear these issues and then drive it around, plug it back in and see if any resurface. Right, we've cleared those issues then, so let's see if we can code something. Let's see what features we can unlock, shall we? Right, so there are 10 compatible ECUs. We'll look into the lights and mirrors then, shall we? We can alter the duration of the welcome home lights, for example, so we'll leave those on for 40 seconds. Welcome lights low beam, turn on softly, I think we'll do that. Mirror tilt for reverse, we'll turn that on. And then we'll code now. Agree, and then code. Right, coding was successful. Please turn the ignition off and then on again. Okay. Right, done. So if you want to try Carly for yourself, click the link below in the video description and you can get 15% off if you use my promo code HIGHPEAK. That's HIGHPEAK all one word, HIGHPEAK, for 15% off Carly. Just remember though, to unlock all the features from Carly, it does require a subscription. But honestly, with a car like this, I think it's a bit of a no-brainer. Right, where were we then? We were looking under the bonnet, weren't we? Let's have a look then. I don't suppose you'll see an awful lot in this. It'll all be covered in plastic covers, won't it? Just check for any leaks and stuff, I think. Just as I predicted, full of plastic covers. It all looks quite dry though on the front end. So it's a 4-cylinder twin scroll turbo. I think with something like 180 horsepower, 190 I think actually. It's all very clean though, very honest. It's not too shiny or polished. Right, no leaks that I can see. None of these plastic screws and stuff have been off, none of the bolts have been moved, so no sign of any collision damage or anything. That's all good. That's right where it should be. Okay then. Right, let's take this for a drive then and see how it performs. Hopefully, with this sort of service history, it drives quite well. It won't require a massive overspend. So far then, we're into a valet, a service, MOT, some touch-up paint, some reg plates. Not too bad then, really. Right then, let's turn this on and take it for a spin. Yeah, service due in 4,000 miles. We can get that sorted. Does need a good old clean. It's all very grubby. And the gauge cluster and stuff. Everything's a bit grubby actually. Does want a good valet. That's no problem. We can sort that out. So far then the engine sounds good. There's no chain rattle. The steering's fine. No resistance there, no squeals. No belt squeals in general. Gearbox is quite smooth, my air conditioning works, that's good. I'd say it feels a little bit loose on the front end, suspension wise. It's not knocking, it just feels a bit sloppy. And it has done 120,000 miles, but I think I'll get it down to my mechanics, get it up on a ramp and see what they think. Just feels a bit wandery. Gearbox is all right though, it's changing nicely. Brakes feel good. My indicators work, and those of course are an optional extra on a BMW. Most people don't opt for it. The previous owner of this one did. Yeah, it pulls well, no smokes on acceleration. Yeah, it just feels a bit loose. There was a little bit of a knock then when I went over a bump, but not too bad. What else can I try? I think we're out of screen wash. Oh no, there we go. Operator error. Wiper blades are good, don't need replacing. This is a half decent thing really, but I'm thinking, I paid $4,250 for it. I think it's probably worth £6,000 retail, maybe 6.5. A standard service and MOT is going to cost me about $250, so we're up to 2.5. Reg plates, 15, 20 quid. Valet, 70 quid. There's another 100 quid. So 4,600. Maybe, whatever the front end needs, some sort of suspension bushes or something maybe. Control arms maybe, I don't know. Difficult to diagnose without getting up on a ramp. It just feels a bit loose, a bit vague. That could be, we'll factor in another £400 for that. So if this car all done owes me £5,000, there should be at least £1,000 profit there. So it would owe me £5,000 and then sell it for 6,250, 6.5 maybe. So certainly £1,000 profit, maybe 15 if I'm lucky, if I can get it looking right. Pulls well though. Nothing wrong with its turbo. Turbo's not whistling either, so that's good. I do like these. I'd have one of these myself. I think they're a really good car. I'd go for a high-spec 530D, I think, or 530i, personally, but that, of course, would mean spending an extra few £1,000s. But for this sort of money, I think it's a really decent car. It's obviously been looked after, just needs a little bit of TLC. I think that's what we'll do next then. I'll take it down to my mechanics, get them to service it, MOT it, and see what's wrong with that front suspension. I could be lucky, something could just be need tightening up or something, maybe. I know that's not often the case, but you never know. Sometimes things go in my favour. Let's hope it's one of these times. There's nothing really wrong with the way it drives though. I just think that front end feels a bit too vague. Certainly for a BMW anyway. BMWs generally are... He's going a bit quick, wasn't he? Yeah, BMWs generally are a bit more, I don't know, sharp to drive than this. Right, leave this with me then for a week or so. I'll get it all sorted and I'll have a nice polished BMW for you at the end of this video. Hopefully with some profit in it for me. Wish me luck. And we're back in the BMW 5 Series, which is now all fully sorted and ready for sale. But I got this one a little, in fact not a little, very wrong. Very, very wrong with a capital W. If you remember, I paid £4,250 for this car, which on the face of it, I thought was quite a good deal. I thought, past tense, that there'd be a good £1,500 profit in this. However, I was wrong. After we last spoke, I took this down to my mechanic for a service, MOT, and I explained that the front felt a little bit loose, like it might need some suspension work. It turns out, after 15 years in this job, I was right. It did indeed need some new suspension arms. And this, of course, being a BMW, meant that those suspension arms were quite expensive. It also needed some new brake pads as well for its MOT, so that was done. It had its service, and they couldn't find anything else wrong with it, so that was good. But my bill there was quite big. They also drove it around a bit and then re-scanned it just to see if it had any fault codes in it, and there weren't any codes, so we're all good. So I mean, it could be worse, couldn't it? But I think my profit has gone out the window. Anyway, profit's overrated, isn't it, in business, don't you reckon? Anyway, when it was done at my mechanics, I paid the 4-figure bill, which makes me feel sick, and then I took it over to Tameside Detailing for a full, thorough clean. If you remember, I mean, it was quite clean, but it was just a bit grubby. It needed a good detail. That's exactly what it's had. So they got rid of the sticky stuff off the dash, they cleaned the pods, they cleaned the whole thing really. That cost me £70, but I think it was £70 well spent, because if you look at it now, it looks really good. Then I got it back to work and fitted some new reg plates to it. I ordered the reg plates from Harrods, my little local car spares place up in Marple, fitted those, and they've really lifted it. So I'm quite pleased with that. They cost me £15. And I think that is about it. So what we're going to do next is park up somewhere scenic and I'll talk you through my costs. Sadly, they are quite substantial. So, I mean, off the top of my head, I've spent in excess of £1,000 on this car, so it now owes me in excess of 5 1/4. And I think it's worth 6 and a bit, maybe. I mean, it's got 4 new tyres on it. It's had the suspension work done. It's had a service, clean MOT. We're not a single advisor item. It drives really well now. Thanks to those new suspension arms, it now handles and drives like a BMW should. It feels tight and precise. I just knew something was off with it. But then, you know, 120,000 miles on the clock, those old suspension arms are obviously worn out. So it's done now, all ready for the new owner to enjoy. I'm hoping if I can get maybe 6,250 for it, then there should still be maybe, well, we'll soon find out, won't we? I was going to say maybe £500 profit in it. So it wasn't a completely wasted exercise, but I would have liked a bit more profit than that. My overheads are quite high and they do take some feeding. Anyway, it's quite a nice day, although I feel terrible, I'm full of a cold. We'll park up somewhere nice, my usual spot hopefully, and I'll get my calculator out. I'll see you there. It drives really well now, this, you know. It sticks to the road, it gives you all the confidence. Before, it just felt a little bit wayward. You didn't have the confidence to go around corners like that. Now you do. It does feel like a proper driver's car, this now, even if it is a big tank. What a nice day it is today. The sun's out, the sky is blue. Don't wish to sound dramatic, but this cold is rather unpleasant. It's a bit sinusy. I feel like I'm under a lot of pressure. My eyeballs feel like they could pop. Anyway, enough about me. Back to the BMW. So I paid, let's turn it off, shall we? Get a bit of a through draft going. So I paid £4,250 for this car. The bill at my mechanics, in case you were wondering, for its service and MOT and suspension arms, and rear pads, a wear wire and labour, taking a big gulp there, was, are you ready for this? £1,313.56. That really just killed the profit, but it needed to be done, didn't it? It wouldn't pass an MOT with those suspension arms the way they were. Or it would have done, but they'd have been advised at the very least. So we'll add the 13, 13 and 56 to my total there, to my subtotal, plus the £70 for a valet, same side detailing, plus the £15 for the reg plates. Have I spent anything else? I don't think I have. I think that's it. The wheels didn't need to be refurbished, that's fine. No need to go to Prestige wheels there on this occasion. Oh, the touch-ins. I do need to do some touch-ins on the bonnet. Now, rather than go to BMW to buy the correct colour, I'm pretty sure we've got something similar in stock. It'll be a good enough match. So I'll go back to work now and just carefully touch in a couple of stone chips. So there's no charge there. That's about it, isn't it? You ready for my grand total? So the grand total for this 2013 520D is, drum roll please, £5,648.56. I've got it advertised for 6,495. So if I got the asking price, I would have £850 profit. That's not bad actually, is it? I'm not sure if I get the asking price. I might get 6,250, 6,295, in which case my profit will look more like 650 quid. It's not terrible, is it? Sort of 10%-ish. I always try and get sort of £1,200 out of a car if I can. That way, I know that all my expenses are covered. When I'm only getting 6 or something, it just means I've got to work a little bit harder on the next one. But anyway, I couldn't really have done this one any cheaper. It's not like I could have done the job myself. And I haven't, I haven't cut any corners. I don't like to cut corners because then the car just boomerangs back, so there's no point. Anyway, you win some, you lose some. On this occasion, I don't think I've lost. Just won't have made as much as I would have liked. But anyway, that is the nature of this job. Thank you once again for watching. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done already. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. I'll leave the links below. Yeah, don't forget my code for Carly. And yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna get this back to work, do my touch-ins and call it a day, I think. Go make myself a lem sip or a hot toddy, maybe that sounds good. A bit of whiskey. And I'll get my bed. See you in a bit. Cheers, guys.